What is up, guys? It's Investing Sensei here to bring you episode 13 of the Webull Options Adventures, where our goal is to basically sell options, collect that premium, and do some little trading here and there. Right now I've been doing more Tesla, so I've been collecting the difference. But anyways, our goal is to basically create this portfolio where it generates enough that it could eventually replace our 9-to-5 job if we wanted to. Our current goal right now is to reach $1,000 where we are making every single week. And this past week we just made an amazing return. So it was the easiest money we made with the amount of time we invested, which was like about 10-15 minutes of our time. So that is pretty awesome, selling options. But anyways, I do have the Webull here app pulled up. As you guys can see, we are at $48,917.08. Right now our cash balance is at $1,294.58. And then right now I am actually going to tell you guys, I'm recording this on a Sunday night, so I hopefully will have that edited and everything. I'll upload it on Monday, and one of the things is that I'll give you the results for this past week. So some of these positions are actually going to be taken away. So one of the questions I did get asked earlier was about Webull. Webull will automatically update your so let's say your option expired worthless, you won't see that update until Monday morning, very early. For my time, it's Central Time, so it's around 7 or 8 o'clock ish. Well, right before 8, you'll see that your positions will get reset and you'll be up to date at that point in time. You don't have to do anything. But anyways, we do have 100 shares of Beyond Meat that we ended up buying, and I'm gonna go into more detail on how much money we actually made for this. So I actually bought 100 shares of Beyond Meat. I bought them at a cost basis of $168.83, and then I immediately sold a covered call at a strike price of $175, and it will be expiring February 12th, 2021. We collected a premium of $3.75, which is $375. So that is what we got for this coming week. So it'll we collected a lot of money for that one. So we'll see what happens if the strike price of Beyond Meat ends up being at $175 or higher by February 12th. Then we will also make the difference, which is about $700. So, well, not $700, about $600. So that'll be pretty awesome. And then the other one we have here is we have 100 shares of Wynn Resorts that we sold a covered call this past week. It expired on, well, it didn't expire, but it's going to basically get exercised on this Friday, which we ended up collecting, the difference. So $110 minus our cost basis, which is $106.94. So we collected about $300 plus the premium we collected, which is $1.24, so $124. So that is pretty awesome there. And then the next one we had 100 shares of DraftKings, which we ended up selling a covered call at a strike price of $57, and it expired this past Friday. We collected a premium of $1.02, so $102 added to our gains there. And then our cost basis was $52.10. DraftKings ended up closing at $64.35. So we did end up making the difference of $57 minus our cost basis, which was around $500, and that is a gain that we got there. One of the things I do want to mention to you guys is with the covered calls, you are limited of losing money. So in this instance, you guys can see that DraftKings ended up closing at $64 instead of $57. So we did end up losing about $700 there that we could have potentially gained. But the goal of this portfolio is to just make sure that we continually get income every single week, because we want to have that income replace our 9-to-5 job. So it's kind of sad that we are missing that difference of $700, $600. It would have been nice to gain it, but with selling options, we're gonna collect that premium, and as long as we get some capital appreciation, I think that's a win-win in my book. As well, you guys can also see up here, it was with Wynn Resorts, we also lost the potential that we ended up selling it at $110, and the stock actually ended up closing at $117. So we did lose about another $700. So that is pretty depressing, but we did make some money. So you guys will see how much we made at the very end. So it's very exciting. So my win resorts, my DraftKings shares will get taken away on Monday morning. Will get updated, and I will have all the cash available. So there I will have about $17,000 available to sell some cash secured puts, or if I want to buy 100 shares of some other companies and sell some covered calls. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited to see that. Also, we did have a covered call of AT&T, which ended up expiring worthless, and this will get updated again on Monday morning. And then something brand new here, guys, I did end up actually for my first time ever buying some puts. So I bought 2 puts of GameStop at $5. They will be expiring March 19th 2021, and I am basically losing all my money on that one. I spent about $116. So one of the things about buying these puts, I know going in that I will potentially lose those $116 no matter what. I already treated them as a gamble. So that is what's important about buying options, is that you could potentially lose all your money that you invest in there, versus the difference of selling an option is that you can you'll basically collect the premium, and worst case is either you're getting stuck with 100 shares of a company if you sold a cash secured put, or if you ended up selling a covered call, then the worst case that can happen to you is that you keep the premium and your shares are getting taken away, and you make the difference in your cost basis versus the strike price. So that is why it's so awesome to sell options versus actually buying them. So in my case, I wanted to just gamble a little bit. Definitely don't recommend it. As you guys can see, we are down about $85, so almost 73%. And you know, it's $100 that I knew going in I could potentially lose, and I'm willing to lose if worst case. So my strategy there was, okay, I think GameStop might go down by March after the squeeze, and we'll see what happens at that point. And then I would just basically ended up selling the option and just making the difference in premium. But worst case, it could go to zero. It basically becomes worthless, and I lose my money on that. But it's only $100 for me, so we'll see what happens. And then you guys can see I have NEO 200 shares. I didn't end up selling any covered calls at the current moment because we are down on our current price. So right now, if I was to sell some covered calls, I wouldn't get as much money as I could from premiums, and I'm afraid that NEO could start rallying this week or the following week, and then we could potentially end up losing a lot of money on our capital gains from the covered calls. So that's the downside with covered calls, is if I end up selling a covered call right now and collect some small premium and then the stock rallies. So I don't want to get stuck in that point. I'd rather wait a little bit. And one of the other things I want to show you guys here is some of the trades that I did do this week that are not shown. So if I go over here, I'm going to go to funds. I'm going to go over here to the very bottom to, let's see, February 1st. So you guys can see that we did collect $52 from AT&T. That is the dividend, because we are having 100 shares of AT&T that we are selling covered calls. So we are collecting the dividend as well. And we are collecting that premium, which isn't a lot, but it's something. And the next thing I want to show you guys here, which you guys already saw, I did sell the covered call on DraftKings. I ended up selling one cash secured put on Win Resorts. It was basically a strike price, I believe. Well, strike price of $95. Not $95, but a strike price of $95, yes. And we ended up collecting $137.90, which was a pretty awesome premium in my book. And then right away the next day, Win Resort ended up going I believe it went up a couple dollars, and basically the premium, I ended up buying it back for $32.08. So we made the difference. We basically collected about $105 in one day. So that, I was excited with that move. So that was the easiest $100 I made. The other one I want to show you guys here is, you guys already know I sold the covered call and win. I did end up selling some Tesla. I made the difference. I did have a couple shares of Tesla, and these, so I'm long on Tesla. In my other account I do have Tesla shares that I will not sell. This account is definitely just like almost like trading every single day. I don't want to get attached to these type of shares. They're more to just get profits. And anyways, I did sell Tesla. You guys will see when I jump over to the Google Sheets. You can see how much I made in differences. But I ended up selling another cash secured put, but this one was on Beyond Meat at a strike price of $155. We ended up collecting $168.90, and then the very next day as well, I was able to buy it back at $38.08. So we made the difference in one day. We made about, what is it, $130. So that one was an amazing trade as well, as you guys can see. And then on the, what is it, the 3rd of February, I ended up selling another cash secured put on Beyond Meat with a strike price of $165. We ended up collecting $205.90, and then we held that for a bit, and we ended up actually being able to buy it back on February 5th for $38.08. So it was kind of pretty cool because the other cash secured put, I was able to buy it at $38.08, and we made the difference. So we made about, what is it, $160 or so, and that was pretty awesome. You guys can see those other ones are where my shares are getting sold out of Wynn Resorts and DraftKings. And then the last one, I did buy 100 shares of Beyond Meat, which you guys saw, and then we sold that cash covered call, and we collected $374.90. So that is pretty awesome, guys. So we did make some pretty amazing money this week. It was the easiest money that somebody can make for the amount of time that you invest in it. It's about 10-15 minutes of your day just checking your app, and then that's about it. So it is pretty awesome getting this amount of money to work for you. But what I want to do is I want to jump over. We do have one free stock that we can open, so I want to show you guys what we got, and then we're going to jump over to the Google Sheets so we can actually show you all the numbers and exactly how much we made for this past week, which will be really exciting. So let's go over. I'm going to bring up the app so we can open up that account, stock. Alright guys, so we are here on the free stocks. So if you guys are interested in signing up with Webull, I do have my referral link. You guys can get 2 free stocks, I believe is what Webull's giving right now. All you have to do is create the account and deposit $100. You'll get 2 free stocks, I'll get 1 free stock, and that'll be pretty awesome. So if you guys do sign up, let me know what you guys end up getting and the stocks in the comment section. But anyways, let's see what we end up getting. So thanks so much for whoever signed up. Let's see what we got. So we got DVAX. I don't know what that stock is, but it's worth $9.48. So that is pretty awesome. And yeah, guys, let's go ahead and jump over to the Google Sheets so that we can see what the actual numbers. Alright guys, so we are here at the Google Sheets, my dashboard. I do have this spreadsheet available. It's in the video description, so check it out. It's completely free. I do have a lot of things to work on this spreadsheet, so it's not completely done. There's probably a lot of issues with it, but I know some of you guys wanted me to share this, so check it out. Let me know what you guys think of it. Any feedback would be awesome. But anyways, we do have the starting date of the 25th all the way to the 29th. So this was the second to last week, and I want to show you guys exactly how much we made for that week. So we made up $518.39, which is pretty awesome. We collected about $205.80 from just premiums, and we ended up spending about $132.26 from buying back contracts, and I think $100 was from buying those GameStop puts, which we potentially could just lose. And then in gains we made about $444. So this was actually because my Beyond Meat shares were taken away. We made about $400 in difference. But I do want to show you guys exactly how much we made for this week because it is pretty awesome here. So we started on the 1st of February, and then we ended up on the 5th. So drum rolls, guys, and let's see how much we made. Alright guys, so we made $1,954.95. This was the easiest money that I've ever made, almost $2,000, and I spent about 10-15 minutes at the most. You could say 2 or 3 days, and that is pretty awesome in my book. But for the total premium we collected $1,165.40. Buying back our contracts, we spent about $108.24, and in capital appreciation, just from selling stocks or our shares getting taken away and making the difference, we made $897.79, which is awesome. And one of the things I want to show you guys is the weekly performance. So now that you guys know, I basically hit all these other rows just so you guys could see these. But for week 34, this is what our current portfolio value is, and then for the week 35, which was this past week, this is what our portfolio value is, and then our current amount premium that we're making per week is about $867, which is awesome. Total we've collected for the year of 2021 is $4,335. That is almost a total return of 9%. And that is awesome. Total after taxes, we've collected about $3,34. And if we go over here to credits, I want to show you guys what we ended up doing. So all the ones in blue are the ones that were from the last to the week what is it, January 25th 2021 all the way to January 29th. So some of these are included in there, but we ended up selling covered calls for DraftKings and Wynn Resorts. They expired worthless, meaning that we just collected the premium and we kept our 100 shares. But all the ones that are in orange and green are the ones for this week. The green one I basically just highlight because it's a dividend. But anyways, I did end up selling a covered call from DraftKings, a cash secured put from Wynn Resorts, and you guys can see our DraftKings shares were taken away, and then our Wynn Resorts, we ended up buying that back, the dividend from AT&T of $52. And then Beyond Meat, we sold the cash secured put, which you guys saw. That was like pretty awesome because we opened it up on the 2nd and right away we closed it on the 20th, on the next day. Same thing over here for this other cash secured put from Beyond Meat. We opened it up on the 3rd and then we're able to close it on the 5th. So that was pretty awesome. And we collected almost $205 minus whatever we paid for the difference to buy back. As well for the covered call, this is when our shares were taken away. And right now we have one open covered call from Beyond Meat, which we collected about $375. And that is pretty easy money in my book. If we go over here to debits, you'll see that we ended up closing our Hylian for the last week, and then we ended up buying these 2 puts, which I don't know, could eventually expire worthless. That's why I really rarely ever buy any options. I usually always sell because you're basically on the house when you're gambling. Basically it's a gambling when you're selling options. Not selling options, but like when you're doing options, it's kind of like gambling. But when you sell the options, you're on the house side of the gambling, so you're always gonna win. So anyways, we ended up spending about this much money on buying back our contracts, and then we did buy 100 shares of Beyond Meat, and you guys saw the covered call we sold. Over here for gains, we did end up selling Tesla, 1 share that we did have. We made about $45, and then our Beyond Meat were taken away that week, and we could have collected about $400. And then this past week, this is what we ended up doing. So we sold 3 shares of Tesla. We collected the difference, so we collected about $102. Our DraftKings shares were taken away, and on the app they will get updated on Monday morning. So we collected about $489.86. On Wynn Resorts, we collected $305.74. So those were the 100 shares that got taken away from the covered call. So that is pretty awesome, guys. We are going to see what we do this coming week. I'm always excited, looking forward to the stock market. But anyways, guys, this is all I have for you guys. We'll see what happens this week. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. Let me know what you guys are selling and options and how you guys are doing. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.